All right, a little tutorial on two of the credit reports we run for the schools. Typically what I'll do is I'll open up the previous quarter's report and kind of use that obviously to jog my memory a little bit. Basically there's two reports. There's one that represents the 30% discount that we give to Paul Mitchell, the schools, and then the 40% discount that we give to all the non-Paul Mitchell the schools that use Paul Mitchell that are in this program, and they get 40% off developers. The discount that is received is kind of figured by the report, and basically it's I think it's 15% of our cost on those items. So it doesn't account for a ton, but it's definitely something and definitely worth doing. So what I will do then is and I'm going to use the top of this on the new report just to make sure that I've got everything right. So the next step that I'll do is I will go into NetSuite and I will search. Let's start with the 30%. So I'm looking for it's the PM Pro, Paul Mitchell the School, 30% discount update report. Click on that. It should default to last quarter, but make sure you check that. That looks good, and then I'm going to export it. So I will export it and kind of work on it in downloads. All right, so I'll kind of clean it up a little bit, get rid of the internal ID, and then next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sort it because there's a few other salons that wind up in this. This is driven by a price level, and so I'm going to first sort it by salon, which would be name. Make sure that it's just the Paul Mitchell schools in here. Great Lakes, Sterling Heights, always checking at the transitions. Alright, and this place, it's looking pretty clean this quarter. Alright, nope, there's one slipped in, definitions by design. Lonza, go figure. Alright, so we can get rid of that. So any that aren't kind of fitting, more or less just getting rid of them. And then you have to delete off everything that's not a back bar or a gallon. And for shampoos and conditioners that don't come in gallons, liters can be left on. So next thing I'll do is I'll sort it by memo, which is the same as item in this case, and just kind of go down the line. This is a painstaking and annoying process. Dry wax. The stuff that's truly just professional only in back bar, I'll leave on, like the oil, but much of what they buy is not going to qualify. Used to, but that's a whole other story. So we're going to scroll through here. Might be a good time to fast forward. Always be looking here. There's a few sneaky ones like the clear shines. 16 ounce there. Make sure we're not missing out on credits because they will check us and tell us the ones that we put on that we weren't supposed to get credit for. Super Scalp, tanning spray. Hair and scalp treatment only comes in a 16 ounce. So that one stays. So then we're into the dual purpose lightener. Color shots. A lot of color. What do we got in there? Yep. you're not going to be perfect, and that's okay. So just taking off everything but the truly professional stuff. Pooey shampoo does come in a gallon. Baby Don't Cry does not. Color Protect unfortunately does, but Post Color does not. Okay. Post Color can stay. Daily Rinse. We don't sell fast drying gallons anymore, so I've been kind of leaving those on. Instant Moisture comes in a gallon. All the fancy shampoos and conditioners don't come in gallons, so they can stay on. Shampoo 1 comes in a gallon, so it's got to go. Skinny Serum, I think, comes in a gallon. Super Strong. Hair and Body does not. The hand soaps, I'll usually leave those on. Tea Tree, unfortunately, does. The conditioner does. Excuse me. Sneezing. All right. Some of our naming conventions make this a little annoying because all of the new colors don't have the ounces in front, so they get mixed up in this area down here, so you gotta watch out for those. So you have to deal with that for a while. Sometimes I leave I'll leave those on with the argument that they're used professionally. But like the professional styling products and whatnot, unfortunately, unless they come in a gallon, or liter, they don't qualify. It's all kind of arbitrary. Okay, permanent waves, those are fine. Treatments, not a gallon. Intensive treatment doesn't come in a gallon or a liter, only 16 ounce, so that can stay. Lather shampoo. The treatments, they're fine. Again, kind of an annoying process. But we're getting there. Color, that's basically a liter and that's the biggest it comes, that's fine. the gallons, which are fine. Nope, almost missed a couple there. Unfortunately, promotions don't qualify. Alright. Include these guys. Come on, burger. Alright, might be a good time to fast forward, but even though we are close. Alright. Salmon, new products. Probably should just group these items somehow and put a checkbox on the ones that qualify to make this easier, but you only got to do it once a quarter. You know, it takes a fair bit of time, but it's not crazy. Okay. Must have been a mistake, Lanza. Alright, so save that. Do a little file. Save as, so I save it with my other group, change it. Alright, since I got that, I will come into the old one, grab the header off the old one, insert the copy cells, make sure the columns match up, delete that line, check and make sure that my formula goes to the bottom, which it does, and alright, usually spot check it against the previous one to make sure. This one's quite a bit higher. Entirely sure why. Yeah, just happens to be a little higher. Save this one, then I will email, copy Mike, MS, copy Ted, or whoever our rep is at the time. To school. Alright, grab that one. Doing these since 2011. Alright, there it is. And that one's done. So